Did you know that Isabel Sanford, the unforgettable Wheezy Jefferson from the Jeffersons, made history as the first black woman to win an Emmy for Best Actress in a comedy series? Her captivating performances, combined with her trailblazing achievements, cemented her as a legend in television history. But beyond the bright lights of Hollywood, there's another side to Isabel's story. One that's rarely told, a life filled with groundbreaking success, personal tragedy, and enduring mystery. In today's video, we'll uncover the untold story of Isabel Sanford. From her rise to fame on iconic shows like All in the Family to the hidden corners of her abandoned mansion, we'll explore the secrets left behind after her passing. Was her death a tragic twist of fate? What became of her legacy, and how does her net worth reflect the life she led? Stay tuned. You won't want to miss this. Isabel Sanford's iconic legacy. Isabel Sanford, the legendary actress and comedian, made a lasting impact on the entertainment industry with her talent and charisma. When she passed away in 2004 at the age of 86, her net worth was an impressive $3 million, a testament to her remarkable career. Sanford is best remembered for her iconic role as Louise "Wheezy" Jefferson, a character who became a household name. She lit up the screen in All in the Family for 26 episodes between 1971 and 1979, paving the way for her leading role in the beloved spin-off, The Jeffersons. With her blend of grace, intelligence, and wit, she brought depth and charm to Louise Jefferson, perfectly complementing the fiery personality of her on-screen husband, George Jefferson. All about Isabel Sanford's roller coaster, life before her historic Emmy win for The Jeffersons. For 11 unforgettable seasons on The Jeffersons, Isabel Sanford and her co-star Sherman Hemsley brought the iconic couple, George and Louise "Wheezy" Jefferson, into millions of living rooms each week. Sanford became a trailblazer in television history. Her work on the show earned her 2 NAACP Image Awards, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and a groundbreaking achievement, becoming the first black actress to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series in 1981. This distinction remained unmatched for 43 years until Quinta Brunson claimed the honor for Abbott Elementary in 2024. "We all respected Isabel," said Ernest Hardin Jr., who played Marcus Henderson on The Jeffersons, in an interview with People. "She was the consummate artist. Before every show, they would introduce her, and the cast would all bow. She was the queen of the show." Sanford's path to stardom began in the Bronx during the 1920s, where even as a young girl she envisioned a future on stage. "I could see myself getting standing ovations," she once recalled. Her talent found an early audience at the Apollo Theater's legendary Amateur Night. From there, she honed her craft in off-Broadway productions with the Star Players and performed alongside Harry Belafonte in the American Negro Theater's 1946 production of On Strivers' Row. A single mother of 3, Sanford made a bold move to Los Angeles in 1960 to further her career. She replaced both Mady Norman and Virginia Capers in Purlie Victorious, toured with the iconic Tallulah Bankhead in Here Today, and delivered a standout performance in James Baldwin's The Amen Corner. Nat King Cole helped bring the play to Broadway, where Sanford's portrayal of a sanctimonious, meddling church elder earned high praise. The New York Times described her performance as a hard-to-resist comic delight. Isabel Sanford's standout performance in The Amen Corner caught the eye of director Stanley Kramer, who cast her in the 1967 classic Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Her scene-stealing turn as Tilly, the housekeeper, reunited her with Sidney Poitier, an old acquaintance from her New York days. The role opened new doors, leading to a regular guest spot on The Carol Burnett Show and appearances in films such as the comic Up the Sandbox and Lady Sings the Blues. "It was like a roller coaster, but she hung in there," said her son, Sanford K. Sanford, who recently authored her fans call her Wheezy, but I call her Mom, a tribute to his late mother's life and career. She starved her distraction and fed her focus, and kept it going. That unwavering focus paid off when Sanford auditioned for producer Norman Lear, the mastermind behind iconic sitcoms like Maude, Good Times, and Sanford's Son. Lear recalled being instantly impressed. She wasn't off the first page in the audition before I knew she was perfect for the part. Sanford was cast as Mrs. Jefferson on All in the Family, where viewers first met her in the 1971 episode Lionel Moves into the Neighborhood. Over the next several years, Sanford appeared in more than 24 episodes of the groundbreaking series, which reigned as television's top-rated program for 5 consecutive seasons. The Jeffersons spun off from All in the Family in January 1975, marking the Jefferson family's move from Queens to a luxurious high-rise on Manhattan's Upper East Side, thanks to the success of George Jefferson's dry cleaning business. Their new home became the backdrop for a host of memorable characters, including their quick-witted maid Florence, played by Marla Gibbs, quirky neighbor Mr. Bentley, Paul Benedict, and their son Lionel's in-laws, Tom and Helen Willis, Franklin Cover and Roxy Roker, one of the first interracial couples to be regulars on a U.S. sitcom. Louise Jefferson was the voice of reason on that show, says Ernest Hardin, Jr., who played Marcus Henderson on the series. George would come up with these wild schemes and ideas, and Louise would be the one to talk sense into him. Isabel was like that in real life, too. She had a level head. Sanford's portrayal of Louise earned her 7 Emmy nominations and 5 Golden Globe nods over the show's run. In September 1981, she made history as the first black actress to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a comedy series for her performance in the Season 7 episode, And the Doorknobs Shined Like Diamonds. Younger cast members learned from Sanford's impeccable comic timing. Hardin recalls working alongside Sanford and Sherman Hemsley in the Season 4 episode George's Help, where his character Marcus was introduced. There was this really dramatic scene with Sherman and Isabel, Hardin says. It was powerful, yet they seamlessly wove in humor. George tells Marcus, "When I was your age, I was a lot like you." And then Louise quips, "Only smaller." It was perfect. Despite its enduring popularity, CBS abruptly canceled The Jeffersons in 1985, denying fans a proper series finale. However, Sanford and Hemsley reunited many times, bringing their dynamic chemistry to shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and commercials for Old Navy and Denny's. In 2004, they won a TV Land Award for Favorite Cantankerous Couple, celebrating their iconic status. Sanford continued to charm audiences with appearances on shows like The Love Boat, Living Single, The Steve Harvey Show, and the cult classic film Jackie's Back, starring Jennifer Lewis. Isabel Sanford passed away just 7 months after being honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Her son continues to keep her memory alive with a heartfelt tradition. "Whenever I visit California, I place a rose on the sidewalk where her name is," he shares. "I spend a little time talking to her, and then I leave that rose behind." As for what his mother might say to Quinta Brunson, the newly crowned Emmy winner who ended Sanford's 43-year reign as the only black woman to win for Outstanding Lead Actress in a comedy series, I think she'd say, "I was feeling a little lonely here. Welcome to the party," he says with a smile. This is why Isabel Sanford cried real tears when the Jeffersons began. For all of George Jefferson's big talk, it was Louise Jefferson who always had the final word in their household, whether they were living in Queens or their new Manhattan high-rise. For Isabel Sanford, the Emmy-winning actress behind Louise on All in the Family and the Jeffersons, the character's move on up meant more than just a change of address. It marked a bittersweet transition in her own life. Shifting from one Norman Lear sitcom to another meant parting ways with castmates from All in the Family who had become like family. One of the hardest goodbyes was to Jean Stapleton, who played the unforgettable Edith Bunker. Reflecting on the experience in an interview with the Archive of American Television, Sanford revealed that their emotional on-screen farewell in the Jeffersons' old kitchen carried even deeper meaning off-screen. "It was sad, and I really hated to leave," Sanford admitted, "and she wasn't happy about us leaving either. You could see it. Her eyes were red, which made me cry too." According to Sanford, Stapleton had been crying before the scene, her eyes so visibly red that it was impossible to ignore. That raw emotion brought real tears to Sanford's own eyes as they filmed. In the poignant scene, Edith and Louise agree to say, "so long," instead of "goodbye," to soften the heartache. If that didn't already tug at your emotions, Edith follows it up with a tender question. "Did I ever tell you I love you?" Louise, in her warm and heartfelt way, responds with a line that perfectly encapsulates their bond. "Every minute we spent together." Isabel Sanford once discussed her impact on Louise Jefferson's character. In an interview with Foundation Interviews, Isabel Sanford opened up about her time portraying Louise Jefferson on All in the Family and the Jeffersons, shedding light on her involvement with the character and the creative process behind the scenes. When asked whether she had any input on her character's storylines, Sanford explained that everyone had a chance to contribute if they felt a particular line didn't fit their character. If an actor had an issue, the line would be changed to better suit them. The interviewer then asked if there was ever a time when she had to challenge a storyline, but Sanford clarified that she never faced such a situation. Any concerns were typically addressed before the actors began filming. However, she did mention that her health had taken a hit following a preventive surgery on a neck artery about 10 months before her passing. Sanford also shared a conversation with the writers where she questioned whether her character could have more of an edge. She mentioned that while George Jefferson, played by Sherman Hemsley, had more opportunities to express himself boldly, she felt Louise's character was too pure. She wondered if there was a way to spice things up, but the writers told her that there were certain things George could say that she couldn't. Sanford also revealed that there were lines discussed in the writer's room that didn't make it to the final script. She wanted Louise to have more vocal moments, but the writers assured her that such situations would arise when the character was in the right context. Despite these limitations, Sanford recognized that viewers responded to her portrayal of Louise, even with her character's purity. She recalled a particular moment when George bought their son, Lionel, a $300 watch, and Louise's reaction had the audience roaring with laughter. Sanford's ability to deliver those unexpected, memorable lines, those moments that took the audience by surprise, became a hallmark of her character and a key part of the show's humor. Isabel Sanford firmly refused to do a show reunion. After The Jeffersons ended in 1985, the cast reunited for various events like live, on-stage recreations of some of the show's most memorable episodes and a reunion on the 1990s talk show Rolanda. However, when it came to a televised reunion, Isabel Sanford, who played the down-to-earth Louise Jefferson, firmly declined any offers to bring the cast back for one more round. So, why did she turn down the idea? The iconic sitcom, which aired on CBS for 11 seasons, was a groundbreaking show about a black couple moving from Queens to Manhattan. It was an instant hit, featuring Sherman Hemsley as the fiery, confident George Jefferson and Sanford as his loving yet no-nonsense wife, Louise. Marla Gibbs, who played the Jeffersons' housemaid Florence, shared in a 2015 interview with The Washington Post what made the show resonate with so many viewers. "We never considered ourselves a black show," she said. "We were a mixed cast, and most of our guest stars were from other races. We reflected society as a whole, and we covered so many different topics. We touched on everything." For Sanford, the show's abrupt cancellation without a proper finale was deeply upsetting. After 11 years of success, The Jeffersons ended with a regular episode, leaving no conclusion or sense of closure. Sanford felt the show deserved more. "I thought we could have at least had an hour-long closing show," she said in a 2002 interview with the Television Academy Foundation. Other shows like Mary Tyler Moore and MASH, they all got a proper closing. We had been on as long as they were, and we deserved that same respect. Because of the lack of a proper farewell, Sanford refused to participate in any reunion specials, whether for CBS or any other network. Seeing other shows get a proper send-off only made the lack of closure more painful for her. While she was open to a reunion if the script was right, she made it clear that any return would have to live up to the quality fans expected. "If we come back, it has to be just as good or even better," Sanford said, emphasizing the importance of maintaining the show's high standards. Sadly, the reunion episode never came to be, but fans can still cherish the 11 seasons of the Jeffersons that remain a lasting legacy. Personal life and death. Isabel Sanford's life was a journey of both triumphs and challenges, both personally and professionally. In 1945, she married William Edward Sonny Richmond, a house painter, and together they had 3 children, 2 sons, Sanford K. Richmond and Eric Richmond, and a daughter, Pamela Richmond Ruff. Unfortunately, their marriage faced difficulties, and by 1960 they decided to part ways. It was a painful decision for both, but Sanford demonstrated incredible resilience as she relocated with her children to Los Angeles, seeking a fresh start in a new city, while Richmond stayed behind in New York. Tragedy struck later that year when Richmond passed away. It was a difficult loss for Sanford and her children, but they carried on, showing remarkable strength in the face of adversity. This period was a significant and challenging chapter in Sanford's life, yet it highlighted her ability to persevere. Sadly, she remained there until her passing on July 9, 2004, at the age of 86. Her publicist confirmed that her death was due to natural causes, though the specific details were not disclosed. Isabel was admitted to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center 5 days before her passing, after falling ill following a neck surgery. The preventive procedure had taken place 10 months earlier, but sadly, her health declined after the surgery. Despite her condition, her manager, Brad Lemack, shared that she remained in good spirits, even joking until the end. A week later, with her daughter Pamela Ruff by her side, she peacefully passed away, Lemack recalled. Isabel's castmates always spoke fondly of her, often calling her the Queen on set. Her presence was known to light up the room, and she had a knack for telling funny stories that had everyone laughing. To her fans, especially those who discovered the show later, Isabel was a blessing. She loved receiving letters from them and was deeply grateful for the success of the show. Her manager added, "She was just amazed and so pleased that the show had such lasting power and could continue to entertain." To honor her legacy and remarkable achievements, Isabel Sanford was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles. This gave her family, friends, and fans the chance to pay their respects and remember all she accomplished in her life. Despite the personal challenges she faced, Sanford's career is a testament to her immense talent and resilience. In recognition of her significant contributions to television, Isabel was posthumously awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 7080 Hollywood Boulevard. This special tribute ensures that her impact on TV and popular culture will continue to be celebrated for years to come. Charitable work and legacy. Isabel Sanford was dedicated not just to her craft, but also to making a difference in the lives of others. She worked alongside other successful Black women in the entertainment industry to support charitable organizations and give back to the community. In 1973, she became the founder and corresponding secretary of the Kwanzaa Foundation, an organization that raised funds to assist underprivileged families, especially during the Christmas season. Over time, the foundation expanded its efforts, launching programs focused on health and education. Sanford's passion for education led her to establish scholarships for minority students at Emerson College in Boston, a renowned institution known for training students in the performing arts and communications fields. In 1985, she had the honor of being the commencement speaker at Emerson College, marking the inaugural year of the scholarship she had created. This scholarship opened doors for minority students to pursue their dreams in the performing arts. Even after her passing in 2004, her commitment to education continued through the creation of a second Isabel Sanford Scholarship, this time supporting students at the college's Los Angeles campus. Through her philanthropic work, Sanford made a lasting impact, helping countless individuals chase their passions in entertainment and beyond. Abandoned Mansion in New York. Isabel Sanford's life was shaped by both love and loss. In 1945, she married William Edward Sonny Richmond, a house painter, beginning a new chapter together. The couple lived in a beautiful mansion in New York, sitting on a 1,300-square-meter plot of land. This elegant home featured 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a dining room full of charm and character. The interiors were enhanced by natural woodwork, adding warmth and inviting beauty to every room. The living room was spacious, perfect for family gatherings, and included an original wood-burning fireplace that became the centerpiece of the space. The dining room was particularly striking, with a stunning chandelier that bathed the room in a soft, radiant light. The mansion carried a sense of history, with many original features preserved over the years, such as traditional fireplaces, sliding windows, and built-in cabinets, each contributing to the home's timeless appeal. In 1960, after her divorce from Richmond, Isabel Sanford made the brave decision to move with her children to Los Angeles, seeking a fresh start in a new city. Richmond, however, chose to stay behind in the mansion. Tragically, after his passing, the once lively home fell into disrepair. It now stands empty, abandoned, and forgotten, a quiet monument to the memories and moments once shared within its walls. The house serves as a bittersweet reminder of a significant chapter in Isabel Sanford's life that shaped her journey in profound ways. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated on future content. We hope you found this story insightful. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.